Blakefield as the Loyola Dons take on the St. Paul Crusaders. Alongside Donnie Irwin, I'm Zach Bollinger.
How's it going, Zach?
Going pretty well. The Dons, after losing last night 8-2, are looking for a rebound game. How do you think they're going to win this game, Donnie?
Right, so they have to rely on their starting pitching. Carson Barnes pitched yesterday, and he went a full three innings, giving up only 1 run. So if their starting pitching holds up, you got to look for the relievers to be able to close the game out. And I think that's really going to put a lot of pressure on the Dons.
I think you're right. Last game was 3-2 going into the 6th inning, and the Dons just kind of the bullpen imploded. So I think if the relievers can come through and not give up any runs, I think the Dons have a real chance to win. So first up for the St. Paul Crusaders is going to be Rain Jones.
Now batting, left fielder, number 15, Rain Jones.
So I think a key here is to get ahead in the count early so that you can try to get these guys out. It's going to be high for ball 1.
Right, Staub has to be careful not to give him another ball here. He's got to make sure put a pressure on the hit lefty.
Oh,
Showing bunt there.
yeah, that's an interesting way to start a game is showing bunt. You think he saw something in third baseman A.J. Holcomb, maybe back a little too far?
Right, it does look like Holcomb's sagging a little bit here. And leadoff hitters have tendencies to be pretty fast just to get on base for their cleanup. But I don't think bunting here at the start of the game is the way to go.
That ball's going to go inside in the dirt and actually got by catcher Hunter Spalt. So 3-0 the count. You have to be careful here if you're Staub. You cannot give him a pitch to hit. You got to throw your pitch, and they're going to walk him on 4 pitches.
Right, I think that's better than just giving him a pitch to hit. I think giving him the walk there is okay. I don't think St. Paul's is deep enough in their count. They haven't really reached their the power in their lineup yet that you really need to be worried about it. So I think that's the right call there from Staub.
Now up Kevin Madden. Now you got to look to see if St. Paul's has got a steal here. As the ball goes down and low and outside. So Staub is yet to throw a strike here.
Right, I've noticed that he's had some control issues lately. I think he just needs to collect himself and throw a few fastballs there. I think St. Paul's just content to just take all the pitches here until Staub actually shows them that he can throw a strike.
That ball's going to go outside. It's a tough one. That one looked good from here, but it was outside according to the umpire.
Yeah, that was pretty close. Good pitch from Staub, just didn't get the call.
Sometimes when you're just not throwing strikes, you don't get those calls. If you're throwing strike after strike, sometimes you get the benefit of the doubt. So at the 2-0 count, Kevin Madden will step back in.
Nice pitch there from Staub.
Throwing his first strike of the game. Now you have to think, with their batter up in the count, I don't expect St. Paul's to steal anytime soon because you don't want to put the chance that you get a runner out when Staub's showing some control issues.
Right, there's got another one. I think he's got his confidence. I think he's found his control.
I'm not sure what Hunter Spalt said in the huddle right there, but whatever he said, it's working so far. So 2-2 count. Staub ready to deliver. That's going to be a line drive curving. Center fielder will make the catch. James Moses on the catch, gets it back into the infield. 1 down.
All right, that was a well-hit ball out to center, and Moses was just able to get under it and track it. But that was a little worrisome if you're Staub there because he made very good contact with that ball.
Definitely. And the wind is definitely playing a factor, and as that ball started to really cut towards the right fielder. That's going to be a ball just outside. Runner did not advance. Maybe he didn't get a good look at it. Maybe he didn't feel confident, but Spalt did a great job of jumping on top of it.
Right, I don't think the runner had enough of a lead there to be able to go. The ball didn't go far enough away.
So Matt Davis at the plate. 1-0 count. And the pitch. It's going to be a strike right down the middle. Evens up the count at 1-1. So do you think that? I think he has to attack him here.
Yeah, I don't think you want to give the batter a opportunity to get ahead in the count. I feel like that opens if you do that and end up walking him, that opens up the entire inning, and you see a nice play there.
That's a nice pick.
Right.
First Peterson, Brent Peterson with the great pick
And
there.
there you see St. Paul's their leadoff hitter didn't steal there. That most likely would have been a double play.
Yes, and you do wonder if that ball doesn't get under Staub's glove if he has a chance to turn around.
12, Colin Martin.
So here comes the cleanup batter, Colin Martin, stepping in. You got to think with the runner in scoring position, Staub's got to be careful with what he throws here.
Right, you got a man on second. Pretty much anything past the infield gets him home.
Especially with 2 outs running on anything. As the ball goes low, 1-0 count. Staub seems to be struggling getting ahead early in the counts here.
Right, we haven't seen a first pitch strike from him yet through 4 batters, and that is a little worrisome. But he's shown the ability, as you see there, to catch right back up.
And I'm not sure if he fooled the batter there, but that ball looked pretty hittable from right here. Count even at 1-1. Staub with the pitch. Checks his swing.
Yeah, I don't think he went there.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. Confirms there. Let's go 2-1 in the count. I've noticed Staub has dirted a couple pitches here, but Hunter Spalt doing a great job behind the plate.
Just outside there. That's a questionable call. You've seen that call twice this inning, so at least the ump's keeping it consistent. They're right on the outside of the zone.
Yeah, they're not giving Staub that call, and you don't want to abandon that, but you don't want to go there too often and hope that he gives it to you if he hasn't been calling it.
Nice pitch there at the knees.
So we're going to a full count here. This could be a huge pitch for Staub. Definitely don't want to put another runner on, but you also have an opportunity to get out of the inning. That's going to be a foul ball.
Yeah, out of play. Runner or the batter staying alive here.
Yes.
All right, so before the game started, I talked about preserving your starting pitching, being able to go into later innings, and I feel like if Staub lets this runner on, it'll open up the inning a little bit, and that pitch count's going to go way up. So this is pretty huge right here.
Yeah, you definitely don't want this runner to get on. And the pitch. And completely fooled him with the curveball.
Very nice pitch there.
Martin strikes out looking. So Staub struggled a little to begin, but a very solid inning in the end. So we're going to go to break for the in-between innings, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to Loyola Blakefield as the Dons take on the St. Paul's Crusaders. Very productive first inning for the Dons, not allowing a run. So the Dons will start off the lineup with James Moses batting first, followed by Will Glock and A.J. Holcomb. Pitching for the Crusaders is Peter French.
Now batting, center fielder, number 2, James Moses.
So as Moses steps to the plate, what do you think he's going to have to look for in this at bat?
Right, I think he just needs to look for a pitch to get solid contact on. Yesterday he absolutely crushed one 360 feet. And it was pretty well hit. He's got some very good oppo power, and his pitcher's got to be careful because if he gives him a pitch to hit, it's probably going way out there.
And that's going to be a ball low for a ball. I don't think you want to get behind on Moses. He can really hurt you if you get behind on him. And that's going to be another ball low. French is trying to get that lower half of the plate, but the ump's not giving it to him.
Like I said, he's got to be careful here. Could get punished.
So at the 2-0 delivery, it's going to catch the corner there with a strike.
Yeah, I think that's a good pitch to take there. I think you want to wait for something a little bit up higher in the zone. That's pitches down low, a little bit harder to drive.
Yeah, especially when the ump's not calling him low, you want to kind of test as he hits a shot, but that's going to be fielded by center fielder David Hudak.
That's good news if you're Moses, though. He got very solid contact with that ball.
Definitely, he got a pitch to hit and drove it. So, while you're not completely happy with that at bat, you're definitely satisfied with the contact that was made. Okay, Will Glock, shortstop, now steps in. The first pitch is going to be hit by Glock, and a Dyer in the outfield as Glock is going to get on with a single, the game's first hit.
Yeah, that's good. Glock's a pretty fast guy, so him getting on maybe potential for a stolen base there. But you see both first two batters for Loyola were able to get it into center field on line drive. So maybe that's a tendency that we need to look forward to later in the game.
A.J. Holcomb's going to step to bat, the third baseman. He's a junior now, but has been a starter on varsity since his freshman year.
And Glock's going
to take off, and he's in there safely on the – I'm going to call that a wild pitch since it hit the dirt.
Yeah, you see Glock initially took off. He second-guessed himself, however, and then he saw that the catcher was struggling with the ball, so he decided to take his base. So I would call that like a half and half, a mix of wild pitch and a stolen base there.
So the pitch to Holcomb, it's going to be high for ball 2. Over the offseason, A.J. Holcomb committed to Virginia Tech. So definitely big news for Loyola. Getting some of that caliber to be here can definitely help the program out. He's going to take up and inside for ball 3. So A.J. is definitely not someone you want to get behind on. He has great power and great speed. So the 3-0 pitch coming his way, and I think AJ knew from the get-go that he wasn't swinging at that pitch.
Yeah, I think that's just a little heat check on the pitcher, make sure he can throw a strike, and that's not necessarily one you want to swing at right on the edge of the zone.
So at the 3-1 pitch, French is going to look to throw a strike here, and Holcomb's going to get the ball right to the shortstop. Now it's interesting. The ball was hit to the left side, but it was more towards the middle, so Glock was able to advance. If that ball's hit more right towards the shortstop, I'm not sure if Glock's able to advance.
Yeah, usually when it's hit towards like the shortstop general region, the shortstop would simply look off Glock and then throw it into first for the out.
So Hunter Spalt steps up for the Dons, the catcher. That ball's high for a ball, 1-0 count. So Spalt is notorious for his batting practice bombs, as I'm told. That was not, however, a batting practice bomb. That was a tip foul.
Yeah, Usually you want to let that one go, but it looks like the curve got him.
I don't know if he got a little too happy looking for a pitch.
Yeah, that's what the curve will do to you. You see a big juicy fastball, and then goes right down in the bottom of the zone.
So with the 1-1 count, Spalt's gonna try to drive a pitch here. I'm looking, and that ball's gonna be down in the dirt. And it looked as if the catcher stopped it, but then second guessed himself and started turning around looking for the ball.
Yeah, I think he thought it got by him there, but he actually trapped it underneath him.
It's one of those plays where you do what you're supposed to, but you second guess yourself. So definitely interesting. 2-1 count, and it's going to bounce away, and
Glock's
Glock's
coming home.
taken off, and that's going to be another. That's going to be a run for the Dons. Another wild pitch. So Dons up 1-0.
Yeah, it's I believe 3 wild pitches this inning, and he's really got to establish some control. Otherwise, this might get out of hand here.
So now with the bases empty, 3-1 count. Spalt steps back in. He's going to take that to get the count full. On deck is Chris McDonald, another junior. So Spalt's trying to get on board to allow Chris to hit this inning. That pitch is going to be inside. Spalt's going to take his base on that one. I think that was definitely a solid at bat. You don't want to force those, and he was able to.
Now batting.
He was able to go out there and get his base. So now, in MIA baseball rules, when the catcher gets on base with 2 outs, you're able to pinch run for him. So now coming out, Snyder's going to come out to Jeffrey Snyder's going to come out to pinch run for him. So let's see if Snyder can cause some havoc on the base paths. McDonald looking for the pitch. Snyder takes off.
Well hit ball down the left field line.
That was a beautiful hit. So McDonald's gonna be 1 for 1. So with the man on first and second and 2 outs, Carson Barnes will step to the plate. The second baseman looking to drive in a couple runs.
Carson Barnes.
He's gonna foul the first pitch back. It's gonna be a 0-1 count.
All right, Barnes saw it was a first pitch strike right in the middle of the zone. It's just a little late on it there.
So here we go with the 0-1 count. French is going to try to get out of this inning here. Definitely look for a ground ball. It's a curveball that's going to find the zone to even it up at 1-1. So he's got to be careful not to hang that one. It's going to be another ball.
That was really good discipline from Barnes with the 0-2 count, being able to take that pitch just below the knees.
So here we go. Barnes is going. I think he's got to look to make some solid contact here. As French will try to look the runner back there. Maybe if he catches him leaning the wrong way, he can throw that one back, try to get a pick off.
So 2 runners in scoring position. That's very significant.
So now we got a 3-1 count. Another passed ball. We got 2-2 count. My apologies. Barnes is going to hit that. That one's just going to cut foul, though.
Yeah. Good luck, though. 2-2 is the count, and Barnes has got to pretty much swing at anything that's close here. Got to stay alive.
But he's also definitely looking for something to drive here. He wants to get on base, get those 2 RBIs in. He's going to foul another one back. A very impressive at bat for Barnes. So Dons will try to make it 3-0 with a single here. You definitely think any ball in the outfield is going to get it. But Barnes is going to go down, striking out. So the Dons lead 2 on base, but they get a run. So we'll be right back for the top of the second inning. Welcome back to Loyola Blakefield as Peter French will step to the plate. The pitcher batting in the 5th spot. A.J. Holcomb will knock it down and throw it across the diamond for the out. That's definitely a good sign for Staub. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, nice play there from Holcomb. Still good with the initial delivery on that ball, but anybody with an arm like Holcomb is going to be able to make that play, and he shows his.
So now
insane
batting.
strength.
Now batting's going to be Bobby Cade Morningweg. So Staub's definitely going to look for another quick out. And the pitch is going to be high for a ball. Give him that high and tight cheese. So it's going to be a 2-0 count. Two high fastballs. It's going to be another ball. That's a 3-0. 3-0 count, not something that Staub was looking for. Okay, with the 3-0 count, Staub delivers. It's going to get a strike. That's a 3-1. So Staub's definitely... So Staub on the 3-1 count is going to get a foul ball. So Staub battling back in this count. Definitely looking to try to get this out. And that's a full count walk. Definitely not something you wanted to do, but after a quick first out, you're allowed to give that one up. So now Nate Beal will come up to the plate with a runner on. And Beal is going to hit a fly ball that's going to hang up there. And Chris McDonald's going to get under it.
Yeah, so it's 2 first pitch outs for Staub this inning. Other than struggling in the against the third baseman in the count, he's done a pretty good job.
So now stepping in the batter's box is going to be Alex Schwartz.
That's an unusual batting stance.
Yeah, you definitely don't see that one every day. But hey, whatever works. That's going to be high for ball 1. So now they're definitely gonna subs definitely gotta get out here. You know, keep the pitch count low. I think this is a best of both worlds inning if he can just get a quick out here.
So welcome back to Loyola Blakefield. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We got a 4-2 game here. Dons are up on the Cruises. Bottom of the third. Donnie Irwin alongside Matt. How's it going?
And Miguel Mateo's going to draw the walk there to load the bases.
Now batting, center fielder, number 2, James Moses.
So James Moses got to step to the plate with the bases loaded.
Right, and with 0 outs on this inning, he really has a chance to just absolutely crush one here. He crushed one yesterday, and he's really got some opposite field pop.
This would definitely be a good time for a grand slam, if you ask me.
Wouldn't mind it at all.
So here we go with the first pitch. Let's go look at that one in for a strike.
Right.
Pitch 2's going to be high for a ball. So count's going to be 1-1 with James Moses at the plate. And it's gonna be a ball outside, possibly low for 2-1 count.
It's a 2-1 count here. Good take there, good eye. That was a little bit high in the zone, or just outside of the zone rather, and he had a chance to drive that, but good discipline. And he's going to wait for possibly a better pitch here on the 3-1 count.
You definitely have to think he's looking fastball here to drive. And he got one, but
he got his wish, just missed it.
you have to think if he made contact with that was going to the gap somewhere. So we have a full count. What are you looking for here if you're Moses?
Right, it might just be the angle, but it appears that the center fielder shifted left against the lefty, which is a little strange. But he'll take the RBI off the walk, and St. Paul's pitchers have really struggled with control in this game.
So now Will Glock is going to step up to the plate, see what he can do with the bases loaded.
So third time in 3 innings is really, really good for Loyola.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to complain about too many at-bats. It's going to be a strike on the first pitch. So with no outs, we have bases loaded with Will Glock at the plate. 0-1 count.
Good eye there from Glock.
You have to think the wind is really playing a factor in this game, you know. Kind of getting in players' faces, just kind of distraction out there.
1-2 count there. Glock took that one. I think he was expecting a ball.
So with the 1-2 count, you're going to be protecting the plate, but I think you'd rather take a strikeout than a ground ball double play here.
Good eye there from Glock. Like you said, Zach, about protecting the plate. That was difficult to pass up, considering how close that was, and that wouldn't be surprised if that was called a strike next time around.
And definitely higher in the zone, so a lot of players' eyes light up when that ball gets high in the zone, and looks like Glock's battled back to make it a full count, I believe.
Yup, and this is a pretty big play here. Glock, usually like a line drive hitter, so he wants to make sure he doesn't get on top of one and hits one into a double play. He's got to be careful of that, but if he's able to get a hold of one here, that'd be fantastic. Or just take an RBI.
Hey, if they're going to give you an RBI, might as well pad the stat sheet up.
Now batting, third baseman, number 15, AJ Holcomb.
I think if you're St. Paul's, you have to hate that you have the bases, that Lowe's got the bases loaded. Out of all people, now you got Hunter Spalt and Chris McDonald coming up. 3 players that
Heart of the lineup.
definitely can This game could go 0 to 100 real fast. So they're going to talk to their pitcher, and AJ's going to step into the plate, see if he can produce.
Right, with the bases loaded and no outs, pitching it's kind of a predicament you face. You either give them pitches that they can hit to get strikes, or you pitch around and try to get them to swing at something bad. But you don't want to give them a hittable pitch here, especially a guy like AJ who can make you pay. So it's going to be interesting to see how St. Paul's approaches this at bat.
Now, something interesting that just happened. Hunter Spalt had to go to the first base coach to claim some batting gloves for other players who are coming up in the lineup, but have already been up, so their gloves were all the way at first base. AJ's going to take a hack at that one. So AJ steps back into the box, and he's going to take that one for a ball.
Pretty chilly day here at the Blakefield. Crisp 38 degrees on a March 22nd afternoon.
And I feel like the cold is definitely playing a factor in this game. You know, we've already seen a couple players definitely catch the inside of the bat on a ball, and doesn't feel too good.
Now batting, catcher, number 22.
All right, so that was an ideal situation for St. Paul's. Getting an out without putting the ball into play, and now that opens you up for a double play to be able to close the inning out and get out of this jam.
And of course, Hunter Spalt's going to look to do the opposite, and he's going to look to drive this thing far.
That was a lot of heat on that one. A good pitch, just pretty far behind it.
I would have loved to see him make contact with that one. With that swing and that heat coming in, I think that ball's still carrying right now. So here's the 0-1 pitch. Who's going to take that low? Evens the count 1-1. So here we go. The pitch.
Another one right in the middle of the
Spalt
zone.
wanted that. You
Yeah.
could tell his eyes lit up as soon as he saw that ball coming in high. He wanted a dinger there.
Yeah, once again, really high fastball. I'd love to get a speedometer on that, but fortunately we haven't received that technology yet. But
And Spalt's going to hit one up the middle, and that plays right into St. Paul's hands.
Oh, I don't know about that call.
And you gotta say, Loyola may have been handed an out there, but Loyola will take that. So here comes up Chris McDonald with just one out. So Chris McDonald will step back to the plate with the bases loaded, one out.
Now batting, left fielder, number 8, Chris McDonald.
So Chris McDonald gonna look to drive one here.
Right, last time about, he got a really nice hit in the left corner.
And that's gonna die at the plate.
And another
Wild pitch.
wild pitch there. Yeah, I read my mind, Bali. And that's going to be 8-2 Dons here. And I'm not sure. You're more familiar with MIAA baseball rules than me, but is there a mercy rule?
No, there is not. I actually checked on that one earlier today. There is not a mercy rule, I do not believe. Unless I was given false information from one of the players, there is not a mercy rule. So pitch to McDonald, and he wanted that.
Yeah, you could see McDonald
could
was
tell.
mad about that.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he wanted to fully swing on that one, or if he was mad that he didn't take it. But either way, check swing does no one any good. And he's going to sky that one. That one's going to be a tough play, though, with this weird wind, and the wind dies, and definitely a catch that was made more difficult than it had to be with this wind. Wind was kind of carrying it for a second, then just died. So
Right, I had trouble tracking that, but I guess that's why I'm not on the team.
Now batting,
I would hope you would not be on the St. Paul's team.
Barnes.
So Carson Barnes has got to step up with 2 out, 2 on. I'm thinking Carson's seeing 2 RBIs out there right now, and he wants to put those on a stat sheet. And he was looking to do that with that swing.
You see the pitcher from St. Paul's has done a fantastic job this inning of getting first pitch strikes, just putting a lot of heat on it, and Loyola's hitters this inning haven't been able to catch up.
So here comes the 0-1 count. That's going to be a 0-2 count. So I'm definitely thinking St. Paul's is going to have to go off speed on this pitch. I think he's thrown 2 straight heaters, and this is definitely the time where you want to go off speed. And it looks as if he did just that. He threw a curveball. That nice stop by the catcher. Definitely don't want to allow another run to get in on a pass ball. It's definitely been a problem for St. Paul's this game.
It's got a 1-2 count, bottom of the third, 2 outs, runners on third and second.
Carson's going to watch the pitch go high.
Yeah, great discipline from Barnes here. Just high, and another wild pitch. Just, I guess, a miscommunication there from between the catcher and pitcher.
I think that'll be the. I don't even know what you put that. That's just an error. That's not something you see every day. The pitcher just complete. Wow. At a lost for words for that. You have never seen that before. Just gets by the pitcher when it's in his glove and run's going to score. So.
And he's going to catch him at the knees. So we're going to take a short break. Don Rowan alongside Zach Ballinger will catch it for the top of the fourth.
And welcome back to Loyola Blakefield as the Dons lead the Crusaders 9-2 in the top of the fourth inning. Now, alongside Donnie Irwin, I'm Zach Bollinger. So, big inning for the Dons last time out. Now, Christian Cariello is going to come in.
Yeah, I guess manager's thinking for Loyola is just you're up 7 runs. Why extend one of your starters? Especially since Staub's going to be so important to this team this season. Why risk him when you're up 7 runs in the top of the fourth?
So the Dons, as in most baseball games, you're going to need a shutdown inning here. You need a inning where you can just take them every little bit of momentum. Every little bit of momentum that St. Paul's might still be grasping onto, you got to take it away here. And if you're able to do that, I think the Dons can hopefully cruise to a victory. So we're going to get the first pitch here as Bobby Cade Morningweg's going to step to the plate.
There's a lot of heat on that one.
Yeah, Christian's definitely throwing the heat out there. He's coming in and he knows what he wants to do. He wants to attack the hitters.
Beautiful pitch right at the knees.
I think you're looking off speed here.
Yeah, I think you're looking curveball in the dirt here, down the bottom of the zone.
I must apologize. That was a good call by you. Batter just didn't bite.
Yep, maybe not enough really movement on that to get convince the batter that was worth swinging at.
Yeah. So the 1-2 pitch is gonna come, and he's gonna get him, but
had a foul ball called here from the ump.
that's gonna be called a foul ball. I didn't see any contact with the ball, nor hear any. Did you?
No, I'm not sure what the terminology is, but what basically happened there is if it's strike 3 and you're caught swinging and the ball is out of control, the runner has an opportunity to run to first base.
Drop third strike.
There it is. And what's going to happen here is the ump's going to call it a foul as opposed to a drop strike 3. So we're going to bring it right back.
1-2 count. That's gonna be a ball. So it's a little weird situation where Loyola would love to get the strikeout there, but they're okay with not having the runner get on base. And then he's just gonna come right back out and strike him out clean.
Now batting, third baseman, number 5, Nathaniel Beal.
So now Nate Beal's gonna step up to the plate. See if Christian can attack this man the same way he attacked the last batter. So the first pitch is going to be a fly ball. Looks like he got underneath that too much. Could cause some problems.
Now Mateo's got it.
Miguel came in there losing his cap, but still makes the stylish catch.
Yeah, you lost some style points losing the cap, but made up for it there with the nice two-hand grab.
I think the coaches will take the loss of style points for getting that out.
The real question is if Miguel will. Honestly, if that were me out there, I might run back and grab the hat.
So here's the pitch.
Curiello's doing a fantastic job of getting off first pitch strikes here. Got one right at the knees there on the big fella.
So now replacing Alex Schwartz, it looks like Alex Sharp. So Alec for Alec trading here. So I think the big thing so far this thing is Christian's been able to attack the strike zone and get strikes, and that's been huge for his confidence. As he's going to get a slow roller fielded by A.J. Holcomb.
Holcomb coming all the way across the left side of the infield there.
Beautiful inning by Christian. We're going to take a short break, and we'll come back with you at the bottom of the 4th.
welcome back to the Blakefield. Bottom of the fourth inning here. Don's up 9-2. Donald Irwin, Zach Bollinger here. And we saw a really good inning from the Dons, bottom of the third, and then they had a pretty good inning defensively in the top of the fourth.
Yeah, really, Christian came in and really took away all momentum that St. Paul's had. So now Trevor Hennigan's going to try to extend this lead that the Dons have. Looks like a good pitch. That's going to be a strike. 1-1 count. So Hennigan's going to look to once again drive a ball. I mean, I feel like said that a lot, but this kind of game, that's going to be a foul ball.
It's really high up there.
That's going to look like it's going to stay in play, and they're able to get it. From this angle, it looked like it may hit the top of the dugout, but I guess sometimes the wind just doesn't agree with you.
Now batting, first baseman, number 11, Brent Peterson.
So now Brent Peterson will step to the plate. Brent, a senior, playing his final year at Blakefield, looks to, I believe he's going to Hopkins next year. So that's going to be a strike, 0-1 count. Brent waits for the pitch.
Just below the knees there, relatively the same area, just a little bit off there.
Alec just missed the strike zone there. Peterson's going to take that one right up off the pitcher's foot. That one doesn't feel good, especially in this cold weather.
Yeah, I'm feeling another long, drawn-out inning here in the bottom of the fourth.
Now batting, right fielder, number 3, Miguel Mateo.
I think for the sake for the fans all here, not thinking, well, the fans would love to see another big inning for the Dons. Not too sure they want the
Dons
length.
are going to have to lay off at some point. We're losing daylight here.
And I think the fans would rather get out of the cold than
Honestly,
sit
what's
here.
better than watching Don's baseball, though, Zach? Let's be real.
What's better than watching Don's baseball on Loyola Sports Network? It's the real question.
The ump taking about 1.5 years to make the call there. I guess he just flipped a coin because I don't know what he was thinking. He waited about 2.5 seconds to make that call.
Now batting, center fielder.
Zach, help me out here. What's the benefit of an ump waiting that long to make a call?
No, the ump was actually checking to see if he had the ball in his glove, because
there
if
you
he
go.
would have dropped the ball, then he would have been safe. But so the ump was just checking real fast with him.
My bad there.
Umps are people too, Donnie. So now we got James Moses at the plate looking to extend the inning. It's going to be a ball outside. 2-0 count. James is having a pretty good game. Coming off a hot game where, as we said, he hit a big home run. So,
Ooh.
and I think he was going for number 2 on the season there.
Yeah, that was close there. Just unable to make contact.
Hey, you keep swinging like that, eventually you'll hit
Right.
it.
Anybody that can hit it oppo 360 feet's got some pop in my books. See if he can't get a hold of one here.
Definitely with this wind, though, it's going to be a struggle with the wind pulling the ball back in. Definitely, you're going to have to really get a hold of the ball, and you're going to have been hitting the weight room over the off season to get that one over the fence.
And he'll take his base. So with 2 outs here, 2 men on base.
Now batting,
Here comes Will Glock for his 4th at bat of the game.
I think if you told the Loyola coach beforehand, Coach Kelly, that in the 4th inning your guys would be getting their 4th at bats, I think he would be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, so Glock's going to take that a little bit too close to his chin for his liking there for ball one.
I found that one of the hardest pitches to hit is the one right in your face.
Yeah, last thing we need is a broken jaw in a 9-2 game.
And when you bring that point up, half jokingly, I do wonder when the coaches will consider pulling a couple guys as this ball's going to go just over the fence. That was a few feet away from maybe being another out. But you do have to think when the coaches are going to think of putting some subs in for the Dons.
Yeah, that's a question you got to consider if you're the coach. At what point do you feel comfortable pulling your starters?
I think we may start seeing some adjustments coming next inning defensively and then move on from there. And Glock is going to go down looking to end the inning. Don's up 9-2 into the fourth. We'll be right back.
And welcome back, top of the fifth here at the Blakefield. Pretty chilly evening as well, might I add. And 9-2 here, and hit ball.
Gonna be foul. Ump yell and leave it. I think he wants to save as much time as possible. Wants to try to get out of this cold. Ump also electing to wear long sleeves. Definitely
Probably a good call, to be honest.
definitely something you have to take in consideration. And wow, that is that's two solid contact. You know, one obviously went foul,
Yeah,
but
that's one of my top favorite sounds. Just a well hit ball, and
Now batting,
it's pretty lit.
13, Rain
and while I do love hearing the sound of a well hit ball, I'd rather it come off the bat of Loyola Don. So next up is going to be Rain Jones, top of the order for St. Paul. First pitch. Christian's definitely still bringing the heat. He hasn't backed off that, but maybe after sitting in the cold dugout for about 15 minutes, you know, the control just isn't as much there. Because in baseball, there's advantages and disadvantages to having a long inning, especially in weather like this. Pitchers don't like sitting around too much in between innings.
Yeah, no, it's not good for your arm at all.
Yeah. So the Dons were really able to capitalize in the third inning, and so far nothing's really happened since then. We've had a couple base runners here or there, but not too much action. St. Paul's just sent another player to the bullpen, so maybe see a pitching change come in the next inning.
Ooh,
It's
that
going to be
was
another ball.
just inside there.
Looked like a strike to me, but I'm not the one out there umping, so we don't have the best angle.
Yeah, it's tough here.
So, first baseman Brent Peterson alertly calls timeout to get the ball that rolled behind the backstop. Definitely don't need a stray ball having back there
Yeah, it could
with
provide.
a pop up. All of a sudden, your catcher trips on it. Just
also on a wild pitch that might cause a little bit of confusion.
yeah, wild pitch is hard enough to go get while you're rushing.
But having to choose the ball.
Yeah, it's. I would assume you choose the ball closest to you.
I mean, yeah, and what can the ump say? You know, like, sorry, that wasn't the right ball.
Number 3, Kevin Madden.
So Kevin Madden's got to step back to the plate. So maybe unconventional, but maybe try for a triple play here. That
would make my day.
Definitely got an arm at third base in AJ Holcomb. You know, all of a sudden he gets a ground ball hit right to the bag. You know, we could see some magic. Triple plays are hard enough to come by in the majors. I'm not too sure how it would happen in high school, but anything's possible.
Oh, he might have got a hold of that one.
I will tell you this. That was a shot, as they would say.
I don't know what the distance to that portion of the wall is, but he definitely got a hold of that one. Maybe the wind, without the wind there blowing in.
And Loyola is notorious for having a pretty big field. Some schools obviously have smaller fields than others, so maybe at other schools we have a 9-5 game right now.
Yeah, I think the wind also plays a factor, not being able. Maybe if the wind's not here, that one carries out.
So Matt Davis is going to step up to the plate again, number 3 hitter. So I think if you're Loyola, you got to be looking for the ground ball double play here. I think that's your best option. So with the 1-1 count, the Christian will look to get either a ground ball or a strikeout here. Definitely don't really want to put the ball in the air with this much wind. Could definitely cause some confusion out there.
A couple nice pitches there.
Davis is definitely just not looking like himself out there. He's swinging at pitches everywhere. Definitely either looks way too anxious or he's just getting fooled out there. One of the two. Now, Christian, I'm expecting a heater here. And that would be a heater,
yeah.
but that would be a ball as well.
A little too high there, just by a smidge, though.
Now, after throwing a heater up high, do you go off speed low?
And with a 2-2 count, it's hard to say at this point. Looks like you called that one.
Yeah. But, however, I did not call the ball. That was I was hoping for a strike there.
Right.
So here comes the full count delivery. Definitely don't want to put the bases loaded. And that's going to be, could this be the double play ball we were hoping for? It does not. And they're going to call it. That was a bang play. But with the big arm, Loyola gets out of it. So we'll be right back in the bottom half of the 5th. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the Blakefield. 9-2 Dons lead at bottom of the 5th inning here. Pretty chilly at the Blakefield, might I add. 36 degrees.
Yeah, definitely not ideal baseball weather. Usually when you think of baseball, you think of a hot summer night, maybe some cold lemonade, but I'm not. I'm definitely not in the mood for some cold lemonade at the moment.
Yeah.
That is probably
Maybe
the
a hot
farthest.
chocolate.
Hot chocolate sounds good right now, but definitely not cold lemonade.
That's going to go over the backstop.
And a fan is going to be able to take that lucky one home until the players go to retrieve it. I do think we should add that Patrick Crack is injured, so he was placed as ball getter. So you can find, if you ever come to Blakefield, you can find Patrick Crack running around the field retrieving baseballs.
Yeah, I would give him a little bit more than give him a little bit more of a role than that. He's also quite a baseball player.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
definitely
he is
one of the
injured.
fastest on the team.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the balls do come back faster with him.
And what's baseball without a ball? Just base. So. Ooh, that's a heater.
So AJ, that was quite a rip actually. That came back off the bat very fast. So AJ's gonna look for the pitch, and he's gonna get one right to the shortstop. And what looked to be an easy out now looks like it's a
No,
that's
that
a
is not an out, Zach.
that is it looked at first like it should have been an easy out, but now it's gonna be an error and an extra base. So
Now batting, catcher number 22, Hunter Spalt.
so Spalt's gonna get up.
All right, got it. Go get it. All right, so runner on first. You got 0 outs in the inning, and first pitch just high there, ball 1.
So Spalt's gonna get up with a batter on. Definitely, I think you are looking to, if anything, hit it to the right side of the field. Try to advance the runner, get him to third base. And with this cold, it's very hard to throw. Maybe you get another error. And Spalt, as I said,
Oh, a beautiful hit.
that one's going to go foul, however.
Yeah, just foul.
That would have been a real beauty if that one would have stayed fair, but sadly it doesn't always go your way on that one. So Spalt's just got to get back in the batter's box and hope to rip one fair. Maybe add a little bit more air under that one. Maybe we could see one go over the fence. That one's going to go to second base. He's going to bobble it. And that one will be an out. So with one out, Chris McDonald will step to the plate. Man on third base,
Now batting, left fielder number 8, Chris McDonald.
You have to wonder if he hits a ground ball, if St. Paul's is going to go for the sure out at first base, or if they're going to try to attempt to get the runner home.
Oh, that's a nice one. And
That
not
one,
gonna get
however,
down low.
is that was one of those that he hit it too well. If he would have hit that a little bit less, then it could have fallen in there, gotten the RBI, but he wasn't able to find some grass, find real estate for that one to fall in. So Carson will step up to the plate. I believe this is his 5th at bat in the 5th inning, and
That's an
that's impressive to have your 5th at bat.
Ooh, Carson wanted that one.
You definitely think he would take that pitch coming at him 9 times out of 10, and he would definitely put a nice swing on that. Sadly, just wasn't able to connect.
And a nice one gets through the gap,
Gets through
and
the
Holcomb will score, so Barnes will pick up the RBI here in the bottom of the 5th.
And now just the sound of that coming off the bat didn't sound like it felt too good on the hands in this cold weather. Definitely felt like Stinger is happening right now in first base. Trevor Hennigan definitely got some power coming up, so, and he showed it with that swing, definitely looking to drive.
Yeah, good swing there from Hennigan. Looking to get a hold of one here.
0-1's the count. And the pitch. And that one is going to be fouled back, 0-2. Here comes a pitch. And another foul ball right
Yeah,
back.
everybody better watch themselves because things are getting dangerous out here at the Blakefield. 2 straight foul balls.
So
Luckily, we've got the net, but
yeah, others are not as fortunate, They go as high as they've gone. And that's going to be strike 3 to end the inning, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned for more.
welcome back to the Blakefield. We got top of the 6th inning. I'm joined by special guest, cameraman Jack McMonagle. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. It's a cold one out, but always glad to see the Dons show out.
Yeah, I got a 10-2 lead here. Pretty explosive 3rd inning from Loyola, and they're looking to close this out. Ground ball to short and misplay there. I think Glock was looking for Holcomb to get it, and Holcomb was looking for Glock to get it, so just a little miscommunication there. And maybe that's the spark that the Cruisies need to get back in this one.
We'll see if that spark proves as number 14, Peter French, steps up the base.
Pretty sure everybody's as enthusiastic about extra innings as I am at this point. And
That'll be out.
yep, first baseman's able to get a hold of it, and quick out there. We got 1 out on the top of the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, number 8, Bobby Case, Morning Leg.
It's Bobby Cade, number 8, now stepping up the plate. And that'll be Definitely a foul.
Yeah, that's way back there on one of the track, and that's gonna roll all the way down to the garage. Here comes the pitch, a little high there. It's gonna be ball one. And
That'll
that's a
be
nice
strike.
pitch in there, yeah. Nice pitch in there inside. It's going to be 1-2. Don's looking to close this one out as quickly as possible as Christian picks up the strikeout. And they went for the double play there to close it out.
Close, but no cigar on that
Yeah,
one.
close, but no cigar.
Now batting third baseman number 5, Nathaniel Beal.
Hopefully the Dons can close this one out. Our technical correspondent, Mr. Nitty, has got his gloves on, and he's still shivering. So
I'm sure number 5, Nate Beal, who just stepped up to the plate, can agree with that one.
a 1-0 count here. That's going to be just high, so 2-0. It's got a man on first, 2 outs, top of the 6th. Christian is closing here for Loyola after going pretty clean innings in the 4th and 5th. It's the pitch and a really nice curveball there, able to get him swinging at it. It's going to be 2-1. Oh, that was close there, just outside. And it's going to be a 3-1 count here. And at this point, I think you just give him something to hit. Up 8 runs. And he does exactly that. Yup, right at the knees. Beautiful pitch. And the batter's calling time on what would be the last pitch of an 8-run difference game.
Never say never, however, for the Crusaders.
Runner goes, foul. It will be fouled off. You always want to go in a 3-2 count, especially with 2 outs. Well, with 2 outs, no other outs though. 1 out you don't usually go.
Just a friendly reminder, the Indians blew a 3-1 lead, so.
And that will be the game. The Indians did blow a 3-1 lead, but however, Loyola will not do the same, and that's going to do it here. Jack McGonigal, Donald Irwin. And
we still have one more inning, Donnie.
It's 7 innings. Oh, come on, guys. I'm cold. Yeah, we're going to be back. I have to go read up on a rule book. Welcome back. After intense examination of the rules, I have confirmed that it actually is 7 innings. So we will be here for 6 more outs.
And with the start of that 7th inning, Brent Peterson out.
Yep, so that make that 5.
Now batting right fielder number 3, Miguel Mateo.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind watching Mateo get a hold of one here.
No, sir.
Here comes the pitch. And just in there, in the bottom right-hand corner of the strike zone. And that's going to be high. Yeah, I was up there. And Mega's going to get a hold of one here. It's going to go foul. Can the right fielder get to it? He cannot.
No.
It's going to be a 1-2 count here in the bottom of the 6th.
Mateo coming back. And I got to say, Mateo is one of those baseball players that just has the swag in him. You
Oh,
can
yeah,
just see
he's-
it when he's lining up.
I second that. One, two count, bottom of the 6th, 1 out, no runners on. Here comes the pitch. And a good stop by the pitcher, going to get Mateo out here.
Yep, and that's an out for Mateo. 2 outs for the Dons in the 7th inning.
Now batting center fielder number 2, James Moses.
And up to bat here, we have James Moses.
Moses, the lefty, is leading off the order for the Dons. Will be a 6th time up to bat this game. We're going to take it high, ball 1. And he's going to take it high again. It's going to be ball 2. So 2-0 count here, 2 outs. Moses maybe looking to connect with one here. That's going to be in the
Way
dirt.
low.
Yeah, that's... I don't know what to call that.
Right in the dirt.
They pitch at the knees. It's going to be strike 1, 3-1 count. And another one in
strike.
there. Yeah. And the pitch is going to be foul. And it appears that it's going to be full count here. Here comes the pitch. And Moses is going to demolish it out to center.
Whammy.
And he's going to, center field's got to handle it on the warning track. So going into the top of the 7th, Dons are looking to close this one out. We're going to take a short break.
And welcome back. We are back in the frigid cold.
Yeah, it's not pleasant, but Don's baseball. Getting the dub out here. All right, boys, let's make this a quick one.
This inning will be the last hurrah for the Crusaders.
Nice curveball right there in the middle of the zone.
Number 16, Alex Schwartz, opening the 7th inning. You'll be able to see if he gets a lead off for the Crusaders at all. That'll be a hard strike.
Oh, 2 count. Here comes the pitch. And it's going to be high for a ball. Although the weather is cold, the spirits are high here at Loyola Blakefield as the first out is called. Caught looking.
One step closer.
Pending a miracle, Dons will advance to 1-1 on the season. Good victory here. And the batter currently up, David Hudak. Particularly smaller in stature. That's harder to pitch against because of the small strike zone. However, they're going to pick out the out nevertheless, and we got one more to go here at Blakefield. Unless somebody tells me there's 8 innings.
Unless the Crusaders can pick up 9 runs on this one out they have left.
That'd be impressive. I'm sure everybody, that'd be really something interesting to watch.
Not sure anybody's expecting it.
Yeah,
but, it's the only solution they have.
There we go.
The first strike. Oh,
The foul ball.
that'll be away foul.
Yeah, that's a way back. Oh, 2 count. Got potentially this is the last pitch of the game. Just low. Technical correspondent Mr. Nitty wanted to strike there, just a little bit below the knees though.
He brought out his gloves just for this special occasion.
Good eye there from Rain Jones. And it's going to be a full count here. And that
that'll
is
be a
hit
hit.
hard. That's foul, though.
Earlier in the game, we saw Rain Jones hit way into the outfield. Maybe you can repeat the same. Fingers crossed. And that'll be the 3rd strike.
And that's going to
the
do
game.
it, yeah. So that's going to do it here from Blakefield. Donald Irwin alongside Jack McMonigal. Catch you
sir.
next time.
Frigid weather, but this dub definitely warmed the hearts of the Dons. That's all I got to say, Donnie.